Welcome back. This segment is sponsored by Long Home Products. Bo's effort works to make a difference by raising awareness about mental illness through education and guidance.
It was founded in 2015 by the DePaula family in honor of their son and brother Bo, who passed away in 2015 from an accidental overdose at just 20 years old. And joining us now to tell us more about Bo's effort and the annual golf tournament that's coming up is Katie DePaula, Bo's sister. Good to have you.
Nice to see you guys again. Thanks for having me back.
It's been incredible what you all are doing in Bo's memory and in Bo's honor. So when we talk about Bo's effort, what is the mission there?
The mission is really to raise awareness and to educate people around mental health. I mean, we all know that there's these stigmas around mental health, and as much as celebrities and people out in the world are trying to break those, they still exist. So it's so important to just talk about it. And our biggest challenge when we were living through what Bo was going through was that we didn't really understand it. And so what we found is that just by talking about our experience, we can not only carry on Bo's legacy, but we can help so many people. So that's really the mission.
Yeah, because many people will be able to relate. We all are in this
Yeah.
together. When did this start for you? How did this all start?
Yeah, so Bo passed away from an accidental overdose 9 years ago now. It's like crazy that it's almost been a decade, but our family and friends really rallied together and said, you know, we have to do something. We have to talk about this. This is a thing in our community. This is a thing that's happening for young people. And we need to raise awareness and make a difference. And so we started doing this annual golf tournament. We've done it. This will be our 9th year coming up on Monday. And so many people come to the event. We'll have almost 300 golfers this year, which is really incredible.
That's amazing.
But the most important part of it is people just talking about what's going on in their lives, their children's lives. And I think it's so important to mention how much mental health affects the family members, because when someone's going through something, they might not even really understand what they're going through or know what they're going through to be able to ask for help. And it's often the family members who are left with the burden or the responsibility of trying to find a solution. And with Bo, we really didn't know what to do. We didn't know what treatment was out there. We didn't know what kinds of doctors to talk to, and you don't know who can trust, and it's overwhelming and it can be embarrassing, and you're just like trying to process it all really quickly, you know? And so all these years later, what we've been trying to do, and we started pretty soon after he passed, is talk about it. Just talk about it. And the more you talk about it, the more resources you realize exist, the more people you find out have gone through something similar.
I feel like too, a lot of parents and family members, not that they fail to see it, but to acknowledge it, right? Like, oh, he's just going through a rough patch or something to some extent, like because it's either because of the stigma or because they're not educated on what some of the signs are, right?
Yeah, they just don't know how to handle it.
Yeah.
Like you
Yeah,
don't
it's a lot.
know.
You
And
want
you
to see your
hope
child suffering.
No, your child, and it could also be a parent or a friend or a spouse, you know, and these things affect, mental health affects people's marriages, it affects people's work environments. You might have someone at work who you just know is not the same that they were a couple months ago or a year ago. Maybe it's after having a child. Like, changes in our lives can spark different changes in our brain chemistry. And you know, we often don't want to talk to someone or ask the hard questions because we don't want to offend them or hurt them, but you know, it's the alternative could be something much, much worse. So for me, like, talking about things and just asking questions. Are you really okay? We always say, how are you? But how are you really? Like, what's really going on? And if you have a sense that something is going on with someone, trying to talk to them about it and give resources.
I want to make sure we get to mention again the golf tournament you briefly mentioned is on Monday. This is your 9th time to do this. What does it all entail?
Yeah, so it's our 9th annual golf tournament. It's at Queenstown Golf Course. We have 2 golf courses, almost 300 golfers. There are still tickets available to come to dinner and to raise awareness.
So to play golf is sold out, but you can come to dinner, help raise funds, help raise awareness. Katie, thank you so very much for sharing your story here.
Thank you.
If you are interested, there are many ways you can participate and also support mental health awareness. For all the information, you can go to boseffort.org.